Hey guys, Pitmaster here, doing the blog. Sorry I've been dragging it. I've been out of town. I've been going everywhere. It seems like every week. Colorado, Vegas, New Orleans, Utah. Just going, you know. Indianapolis this week, and then Vegas, then Houston, then I don't even know. I can't even keep track. I hardly get to spend time with little Morgan. And Morgan misses me, let me tell you that. Tells me so. He calls me on my cell. We'll talk about that later. That might be a little weird. But anyway, great fights this weekend. Court McGee showed why he is being touted as, you know, an up and coming UFC star. I mean, he showed it. I mean, fought a guy that came in 11-1. You know, just a tough, strong, well rounded, powerfully built, opponent, and basically did what he does. He beat him. He outlasted him. He out muscled him. He out conditioned him. He outstruck him. He out took down him. If that's I can say that he out took down him. He just out everything. It was a close fight, a good fight. It wasn't like close where there was any doubt he won when it was like people go, what? He won? No, he won, and everybody knew it. And he kicked butt, and he showed why he's going to go all the way to the top. And it was a great show. Great card. New Orleans is a trip. It's a trip. It is the dirtiest city on the planet. I mean, just walking through it, anywhere in New Orleans I was all over, you just, at any given time, you can't even jog on the street or run because you can't take a deep breath because it's toxic. You're going to pass out. I mean, it's like taking a deep breath in a gas chamber. It's not good. It's a mixture of semen and feces and vomit and saliva and prostitute blood and cheap perfume, cigars, cigarettes, crack. It's just all those smells mix up into one. It's just you're in New Orleans. Where else can you be? There was a rat in the restaurant we went to last night, just crawling around the wall, and it was just like, oh, there's a rat there. It's bizarre, but I gotta admit, Bourbon Street, dirty as it may be, is a lot of fun. I mean, it's definitely entertaining. So I'll give it that. But anyway, so just got back from New Orleans, obviously. MMA fighters. I mean, try to get 10. Imagine 10 Mayweathers together, hanging out with them. Can you imagine hanging out with them? I mean, it would be like it wouldn't be much fun, They're probably not really nice people or decent people or classy people. They just don't seem like. He probably turns down autographs, something that Chuck has never done, Court has never done. A guy like Mark Munoz has never done. Matt Mitrione has never done. But they just don't seem like nice people. MMA fighters, on the other hand, put 10. Mark Munoz's together in one room. You got those type of people. Court McGee. They're just nice guys. They have no ego because they know they can kick everyone's butt, not run around the ring, throw a jab, duck, 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 grab, duck, duck, duck. They actually know how to fight. They're martial artists. They're warriors. They're samurais. They have no ego. You go in a room with just 10 of the best MMA fighters in the world. It's just like you're in a room full of goofy guys having fun, laughing, joking. Even if they're going to fight each other, they're still laughing and joking and, drinking together and hanging together and partying together. You try to get two boxers that are going to fight each other, they're bad-mouthing each other, motherfucking this, and it's just so ugly. And it's just I've been in both sports for so long, and it's just like, there's such a difference, It's just a difference in class. I think that's the main thing. MMA fighters, and I'm not saying all. There are probably sleazy MMA fighters, and they're really classy warrior boxers. But I'm just I'm categorizing, basically, And I'm just taking the top of the top right now. I mean, didn't that guy who was fighting Mayweather last night, headbutt him on purpose, and then Mayweather cheap shotted him on purpose? And I mean, those are the top guys in the sport, And then you get a guy like, I don't know, give me a top guy that just fought. You tell me, out there in Blogland. I'm joking. That'd be funny if somebody actually talked back and said, "Well, no." Anyway, yeah, I'll just throw it because I was here this weekend. So Court McGee and Mark Munoz, Anthony Pettis, Matt Mitrione, Belcher, another guy I met. His name was tall, kind of dark guy, Brandon something. I've seen him fight. I forget his last name, but the guys are all class. I mean, they're just top class guys. Just nice, fun guys to hang around with great sense of humor. And if they were fighting each other, they would just hang around, with each other, goof around, then beat the shit out of each other, hug, bow to each other, and then be buddies again. It's such a good sport. I'm just saying. So, talking about that, smoking. I haven't been talking about smoking that much, but there's the Starbucks by my place. They smoke right outside there, and they're irritating. They're basically douchebags. But there's one. She's a mother holding her baby and smoking a cigarette, and her husband smoking a cigarette. It's going in the baby's face. And I said something. I said, why don't you just give the baby the cigarette and let them puff on it themselves? I mean. But they just looked at me like they were angry and bitter that I interfere with their great parenting. But they're basically douchebags, They're just blowing smoke in their baby and blowing smoke on everyone else, polluting everyone's air. Why don't they just inhale and die? I mean, that would be much easier and, less painful on all of us. I mean, they should be able to smoke in their house with some kind of vacuum, filter system where the smoke goes in there. But they shouldn't be allowed to smoke where we have to breathe their smoke. Like I said, people like that should just inhale, get the cancer, and just go. I mean, they're just that irritating to me. I'm not trying to be rude, and I'm not trying to be, mean or anything. But that's just how I feel. So I'll talk to you later.